The festival's about stars, and I have two poems that have the stars in them. So I'm going to read those first. Okay. The first poem is called Snooglyphers. Anyone know what a snooglypher is? A snooglypher is what we used to call the glue sniffers. Yeah. Before the Celtic Tiger, Irish people used their noses to sniff glue. We all know that post Celtic Tiger we use our noses to do something a lot more expensive. But anyway, snooglyphers now. Okay. The masters cackled the gossip at break time over tea and custard creams at the back of the class. Amadons, all of a kind, useless sons of useless fathers. Snooglyphers, we called you. Your whispered names, like the stones we bled on, are picked up to throw. Garda Flynn made more than one of his special visits to the school to explain the signals, the long-term effects. Red spots around the mouth and nose, glazed over eyes, mood swings, fivers missing from purses, brain damage, keep away, don't speak, turn your back, walk away. Mom overheard talk of an epidemic in the churchyard, while Monsignor damned you through a winter of mass to straight-necked, glazed men and women of the pews. I hid behind my father's leg in the huge doorway, waiting for him, for communion and the getaway. Doing harm to no one but yourselves, you spent a year at it in the school shed before better things. You would call me on my way home from school. Lorden, Lorden, tell us about the constellations, the stars in the sky, the men on the moon. Cheers. And the next one with the stars, it's a love poem about Bloody Sunday. Okay, that sounds strange, but you'll get it. I went to the 30th anniversary of the Bloody Sunday massacre in 2002, and I went in a car with one of the guys in the car. We went up there was a guy from Palestine who was making a speech at the thing, and on the way back down, another person in the car. It was a very cold day and very starry. And another person in the car was trying to explain the constellations to this guy from Palestine. No? Driving home from Derry, February the 3rd, 2002. After the hours retracing Bloody Sunday's route with 30,000, from the Cregan height, right down to the basin of the Foyle, through all those ordinary, downtrodden, every streets, to free Derry Corner. After the speeches, the clapping, the marching bands, the mourning, the silence, the wind in the flags. After the names were joined, Derry, Palestine, Afghanistan. Time came for 5 to hurry back before the frozen road would stay us for the night. So out we drove towards Auchnacloy, past the Union colours painted on the curbstones, past Fuck the Brits, and up the UDA, past the watchtowers and the listening post, past election snipers and billboard hunger strikers, on over a sudden blizzard's leftover slush and ice, on and on towards the invisible line, on towards the Republic of Signs, when, "See that there," said Breed, the driver, to Zach from Gaza, jabbing through the windscreen at the Greco-Roman night. "See that there? That's Orion. See the 3 bright stars across? That's his belt. And see the 2 small ones down on the left? That's his sword. And see his big head and shoulders? Do you see them?" "Aha," said Zach behind her, half asleep and dreaming perhaps of diving as a child into the starlit Nile to catch a fish between bare hands, or of the Gaza stars his father fished beneath, and of the stars his father's father saw before him. And in the back seat, our heads lolled at the frost-glittering stars, seeking out Hercules, Cassiopeia, Perseus, Andromeda. And in the back seat, I got to dreaming about how when the war is over, when the curse of blood and soil is done, we'll both lie naked and brave under a starlit sky, stretched out on the fine sand of a phosphor-shimmering bay, somewhere out there in the wide world, and how one by one we'll tear the gods down off the sky and hang new names for the constellations, you and I. Thanks.